So this is the beginning of the cycleway which goes up Brooklyn Hill, and we'll just go and take a quick look at the first bit of it, and I'll show you what I mean about it. So this is one of the busier roads in Wellington, which leads up to Brooklyn and the south coast, and this cycleway has turned a two-lane climb into a single-lane climb. So to put in this cycleway, not only have a whole lot of car parks been lost, but also one lane of traffic has gone. So it makes a busy road even busier. And the other thing you'll notice as I'm riding up here, it's just a stunning mid-afternoon, and I'm the only cyclist on this route, so that says a lot. Loads of traffic, but barely a bicycle to be seen ever, and I ride up this road, this cycleway, several times a week at least. I'm going up and down it all the time, and I'm usually on my own. So this goes all the way up to the top, and there's also a problem when you get buses, trucks going to the quarry, to the rubbish dump. There's a lot of congestion on this busy street. So the alternative, instead of going up Brooklyn Hill, the main drag up Brooklyn Hill, is to do a more direct route, and that is to go up this street, Nairn Street. So this is a nice wide street, nice and quiet, and cyclists just need to ride up this street, Nairn Street. Hardly any traffic. They wouldn't even need to paint a white line. We could save the ratepayers, that's you and me, the poor ratepayers who are paying for all of this nonsense. You wouldn't even have to paint a white line for the cyclists going up here, and this avoids all the traffic. Nice and quiet, safe, broad street, beautiful views. You can look at the gardens, the houses as you go, and make it a lovely, relaxing ride all the way to the top, to Nairn Street Park, which I'll show you in just a moment. So just down there to my right is the busy Brooklyn Road, which we have avoided, and what we could do here, instead of going up this little sharp climb here, is carve a nice contoured trail, cycle trail, which goes up to Nairn Park here. No problem. But this is only a very short pinch, easy enough for anybody with the right gearing or an electric bike to get up. So we go up here, and we're onto this beautiful little bit of parkland, which is hardly used these days, by the way, and so we ride along here. The busy road is just below on my right here. So if we did this route, we restore all of those lanes of traffic. The current setup, as far as I'm concerned, is anti-car. It's crazy. And then we can either ride down and join onto the road here and have a white line painted. This could be made a little less steep by just contouring a bit of cycle track, or we go through to the right here, or better still, we continue up here. No problem to cycle up. If you live in Wellington and you ride a bike, unless you stick to the flat down the bottom, you need to be able to ride up hills. And then we go up here and get off the street, off Bell Road, and we go up here. This is again a beautiful bit of walking and cycling up to here. Getting up to the top of Brooklyn, one way or another, you've got to climb. And so you'd come up here, and what I'd propose is earlier, or here, you carve a trail over to the right where that gorse is, and then you come out on this reservoir, and you connect back up onto Bell Road, which goes up to where my home is, Heaton Terrace. But what I propose here is a cycleway and walkway, which then enters the bush here and winds its way up through the bush into Heaton Terrace, and then connecting onto Washington Avenue, the Brooklyn shops, O'Hara Road, that kind of thing. This would be just absolutely amazing, wonderful as a cycleway for people in in Brooklyn to get to and from the central city, going to and from work. So that's my proposal. That would be beautiful, and it would cost hardly anything at all, while freeing up an enormous amount of traffic and car parking, instead of taking it all away. Brilliant suggestion, if you don't mind me saying. So I'm now going to go down to Neon Park and do some cyclocross skills, bicycle skills training, just to get ready for my race tomorrow morning. So this is an alternative route for cycling up to the top of Brooklyn Hill. It will require some track building, but it's very doable. So at the moment this is a 12-13% grade. You'd want to have a gradient of somewhere between 5 and 15 gradient for most cyclists. So this could be turned into a beautiful cycleway for the roadies. You can seal this. For bikes like mine, no need, just a bit of gravel on the surface. And of course, if commuters don't want to use this kind of route, they can always go up the road and mix it with the traffic. So from here there would need to be some contouring, because this gets a little bit too steep. But what I'd propose here is that you put in a whole lot of nice flowing, sweeping twists and turns. At the moment this is a 16-degree grade. Hi there. Which is fine for me, but getting a little bit too much for most. But all that's needed is to recontour a trail like this and have a bit of a spiral to climb, and this will take commuters to the very top of Brooklyn Hill. Beautiful, peaceful riding. Better listen to the birds, smell the fresh air of being in the forest, the birds, and you get off the road, that busy road, which I don't like, even if you have a cycleway on it. So here we are, we're making our way to the top. Yeah, this is a 15 degrees gradient right now. If you think of the millions that they've been spending on barely used cycleways, recontouring a trail like this, getting bikes off the roads, the main roads, freeing up parking, in the case of Brooklyn Hill, an extra lane of uphill traffic for all the trucks and buses. The cost benefit of putting a contoured cycle trail through here makes very, very good sense. Hi there. So that wasn't too difficult. That last little bit got up to 19-20 degrees gradient, which was too steep. Be alright for e-bikes with a bit of gearing, but we just need to recontour this trail to take out the steep bits and get it back nearer, say, a 10% gradient, and then it would be absolutely amazing. I'm almost at the top now. Here we go. So it would be maybe 800 meters of contouring, I'd say 800, and away from all the traffic. There's probably another COVID vaccine injury on its way to the hospital. So here we are at the top of Brooklyn Hill. Wasn't that easy, hey? And off all the traffic, away from it all. So minimal impeding of the traffic, none at all really, and no causing aggro between cyclists and motorists. And oh, it's so peaceful to be off the main drag with all this rush hour traffic which we're getting right now. It's just after 4 p.m. So busy times, and you'll notice that there's not another cyclist to be seen anywhere. So as cyclists, we've got to keep things in perspective as to our role in road traffic, and not feel that we should be given some high and mighty special privilege. That's for sure. We've got to be respectful of the needs of all Wellingtonians, including the elderly, who should not be riding bicycles in Wellington, full stop, or the unskilled. You got to really know what you're doing when you're riding a bicycle in Wellington. So here we are, Brooklyn, my little hometown village, a village within the city. Yeah, beautiful place to be living in, lovely and sunny, especially in winter time. We get the full sun on our house. As long as I live in Wellington, I won't be shifting, and also living on top of a hill, it means compulsory fitness work. Whenever I go out on a bike or go for a run, at some stage I've got to work my way back uphill. This is a 10-degree climb, by the way, back up to Washington Avenue. Here we go, and straight ahead down there is where we came from, through the parklands. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour in Central Park, looking at just one of many cycleway alternatives to the crazy anti-human setups that we have been putting into this beautiful city of ours, ruining the city, in my opinion. We can do so much better, but we've got to get rid of the ideologists. Whew.